live stream from
Yes.
Vietnam.
Welcome. We are, just hanging out today, having a good Father's Day for Rob,
Yeah.
celebrating Rob and being a cool dad.
So welcome everybody as you're streaming in here. See a lot of people in the chat already, which is amazing. Welcome to everybody. Let us know.
It's quite the chat going. We're already
Quite the chat.
behind and we just started.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
A lot of friends in the chat, which is amazing. So we're going to be talking about some credit card issues that are popping up and what needs to happen with that. So
yes,
we are going to be talking about that and what we can do about it, which is the good news. There is things we can do about it. So
yes.
Hey Jack, welcome from BGC.
Oh, BGC,
Manila.
nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Enjoy the rest of your time in the Philippines.
Hey Tanya and Martin. Hey Ted, how you doing? Margaret. I see Poverty to Paradise. Linnell is on here.
How can we not see her on here? Linnell has made so far 100 comments, I think.
Hey Philly in the Brain. Welcome. Yeah, I did look into how the scoring works on this live stream, and it's not clear. So, but I think it does not matter how many comments in a row you get. I think it seems to be that people are getting more points based on how long they've been on the stream and then making like consistent comments throughout the stream.
Interesting.
Because it was interesting before the stream, we were kind of looking, and then there was only a few people on there, and it was bouncing around, so it was pretty easy to see what was happening. Hello, HJ Dreams, and hey, Travel with Mario and Chris. Hey, they were the ones that saw you this morning, right?
Oh, yeah. We had breakfast this morning. You guys are up late. Are you guys going to be at breakfast in the morning?
Sorry I missed you at breakfast.
I think everyone was asking about you. Even the lounge staff was like, where's your husband? We know he's here.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's sleeping. It's Father's Day. They were like, oh, okay, then that's okay.
I woke up at 11:45 today.
Sleepyhead.
Not sorry about it.
Which is okay.
So I missed the lounge breakfast. I then missed the lounge tea.
You missed everything.
I missed lounge dinner too, so. Gary has not fallen asleep this week.
Wow. He's just been up.
He's been up all week.
I think I have some fans of my hairdo today. I gotta tell you a little quick story though. When we just moved to this hotel on Friday, and when we checked in, I had my hair done like this. And, I checked in, we went up to the lounge, enjoyed afternoon tea, all that kind of good stuff. The staff was really, friendly, all that kind of stuff. And then yesterday I wore my hair like this again. But today I showed up there to the lounge with just one bun, which I normally have. And the girl said, oh, what happened to your two buns? She said, were you in a hurry today? I was like, actually I was. I just barely made the cutoff for making it up to the lounge. She was like, oh, I really miss the Minnie Mouse ears. She said, I'd like to see those again. So I'm going to wear these again tomorrow so that she can get her Minnie Mouse ears.
It is a testament to the service quality in Vietnam. Like, if you change your hairstyle, they're going to notice. If you wear a different shirt, they're going to notice.
Yes.
So
they shall notice.
Whereas most of the time, you just go unnoticed in the States. But now it's kind of like, oh, we better look good before we go up there because they're going to be checking it out.
I always get comments about my hairdo. One time I had a purse, like my everyday bag was like one of those little puffy ones. I don't know if you've seen those that were really popular. And so I had one of those, but I wear it across my body all the time. And I had my hair in braids, which I wear sometimes, obviously. And she was like, how come one braid is much longer than the other one? Until she got really close to me. And then she realized it was the strap to my purse and not my hair. That was in the lounge at the Intercontinental in Yokohama. That was really funny. She was so cute when she realized what happened. She was like, oh, that's your purse, not your hair.
Dave says, Princess Leia.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Allie doesn't
I guess
watch
that is
Star
kind of
Wars.
Princess Leia. I do know Princess. I know the reference at least. Let's not get the people riled up, Rob.
Yeah.
Let's not get them riled up.
Sorry,
let's not have that discussion.
She did not grow up in a Star Wars house.
Listen, Spanish people aren't watching Star Wars. We weren't watching Star Wars. We were watching the Mets and we were watching boxing. That's pretty much it for me.
We
were
Star
watching
Wars.
telenovelas. That's it. And Sábado Gigante. That's it.
I tried to get her to watch Star Wars. I think she watched one after we were married, but she had never seen any Star Wars.
I think I've only seen like one movie, and it was like one of the remade ones.
Yeah, she watched one of the bad ones. So
oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh yay, somebody remembers Sábado Gigante. Thank you.
I remember that.
Oh, Mario and Chris. Thank you.
So yeah, I'm gonna talk about the credit card here in just a minute, but if you have questions, you can go ahead and drop them in the chat. If we don't see them, just put it in there again.
Ted's mom liked Sábado Gigante.
They tried to. So when we were first dating, we would go to Florida where they lived, and they were trying to get me to go on Sábado Gigante, see if I could sing for the Chacal. Right? That's what it's called.
Yes, the Chacal.
I think I would have
done.
Chacal.
He meant Chacal.
That's what I said. Chacal.
Okay. Oh, Alexa's here. Alexa, do you remember Sábado Gigante?
Pretty sure I would have done well.
Our son, Elijah, was more into Sábado Gigante than Alexa. Alexa was like, I've seen better things.
I do. Yeah. Hey, Alexa. How you doing? Thanks for the Happy Father's Day wishes. Alexa said Happy Father's Day and Go Lions, which was
out of season. That was
good.
A strong
out of season.
Yeah. Ooh, everybody's saying hi to Alexa.
Alexa does have a YouTube channel, by the way. If you want to go check out her YouTube channel after the stream, there is a link in the description.
And every once in a while, she mentions us.
It is a book and reading channel. Sometimes we appear in the videos, very rarely though, because she usually cuts us out of them. Just saying.
Oh, Alexa's uploading a video right now. Ooh, what's it going to be about? Is it a big surprise?
So...
Uploading. That means it's slow. You have slow internet over there.
So Dave Poon won the contest last week, but it was on a different username. He was on his Adventures of Dave and Nikki. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Alexa's reading more Dollar Tree books. Ooh. That's the video I was supposed to be in, and she cut me out of it. I had a whole funny thing I did in the Dollar Tree store.
He did not like getting cut out.
Didn't even make the bloopers. It's tough.
Good times. Alexa does not remember Sábado Gigante. That's a shame. I know her brother does, though.
That was before her time.
I guess it was. It was when Elijah was like 3.
Yeah.
I guess she was an infant at that time.
This is true. We're not cool enough.
You're exactly
Alexa's
right,
channel.
Sam. We aren't cool enough.
We are not.
We're okay.
I try to recommend books to read, but I never get
Total
picked.
Baseball is probably not something she's going to read. Oh, Alexa, wow. Alexa, you're watching on your computer and these are different emojis than the ones on the phone?
Hey, David. Welcome. Oh, I did find out something for you, David. I'll send you a message.
Ooh.
I forgot to, but now that I see your name, I remember. Hey, Ted's back in first place, so that's good. I see it up here. I just don't know how that works. But all right, I'm going to go over the topic of the day. Then we'll answer questions. So if you have not heard, this is something that we have been talking about for years now, something that we have. There's going to be a huge change in 2 days, likely, pretty much assured. They are changing the Chase Sapphire Reserve credit card, everything about it. And it's not good. It's bad. So we are going to be likely, if all the rumors are true, canceling our Chase Sapphire Reserve. Because let me tell you what the changes are going to be, and just tell me your reaction right here. So the first change is by far the worst change they could have possibly done. And that is they're raising the annual fee on the Chase Sapphire Reserve to $795 per year. That's it. I'm out. That is all we need to know.
Alexa doesn't have a Chase card. She's ready to be enraged with us. I know she's going to be enraged about that.
Imagine if you had to pay an annual fee of $795 to have your credit card. How enraged would you be by that? That's Chase Sapphire Reserve. That's what they're doing. So then what they've done is they have increased the points on direct flight purchases and hotels from 3x to 4x, which sounds good. But if you follow the advice of this channel at all, you should not be purchasing direct hotels or flights. Something that really helps us. But the real terrible thing is, yeah, sound went out because someone was trying to.
Somebody was trying to
call us. Someone was trying to call us. Sorry. Is it back now? Yeah, it should
be back now, yeah.
Okay. I was just ranting about points, so don't worry about that. But you shouldn't be using the Chase Sapphire Reserve to pay for hotels anyway. Like if you go to Holiday Inn, you should be buying points and using those, not paying with your Chase card. And you would be paying with your IHG card anyway. Who's going to pay for a hotel with their Chase Sapphire Reserve when you have the co-branded card of the hotel? Makes no sense. Okay. Then what they did was they took the all other travel category, which was the only one that was important, and they moved it from 3x to 1x, eliminating it. So that's where you get your points for Airbnb and all the other things. That's where you earn the big points, which that's the whole point of the card, is that it's a travel card and you're earning 3x on all travel. Airbnb, any random hotel, other stuff.
I'm gonna put it to sleep, but I need my watch. I'll be right back while Rob continues.
Yeah. I think I'm getting Father's Day calls right now. So, yeah. So anyway, I agree with you, Dave. I just saw that. 1x on all the travel. So like we just booked $5,000 worth of Airbnbs last night. So we used our Chase Sapphire Reserve for that. So we got 15,000 points. In the future, that won't matter. So what is actually the point of that? So they've raised the fee.
There it is. Okay. We're back. Sorry.
So I think that might have, is it going? Yeah, okay.
We're back.
So yeah, David says it costs more, but at least it sucks more.
Listen, good. It's terrible. It's really such a bummer that they've done so many bad changes.
And then to make us all feel better, there is persistence. Someone really wants to wish me happy Father's Day right now, but they're not on the live stream. So, so they've done all this, and then to make it all better, they're going to give us a bunch of DoorDash credits. Like we want that. This is for people who travel the world.
It's a travel card.
We don't want DoorDash credits.
Stop calling.
Yes, get on them, Philly in the brain.
We're not going to out the person.
We're not going to out the person. It's a family member, though.
It is
I bet you Alexa could guess who it is.
I know Alexa knows who it is. It's
Funny.
not Alexa, and it is not her brother.
It's not Alexa. So, yeah, next time
Right,
lead
yeah,
with Grab credits.
right,
Yeah,
exactly.
Grab would make more sense than
Yeah.
Door. Oh, you're also going to get Lyft credits. So, anyway, Chase Sapphire Reserve, it's going to be out for us, like completely out. Here's the good news, though. The good news is it can be pretty much easily replaced because we have the Chase Business Inc. Preferred already, and that one does have the 3X on all travel. So just replace your Chase Sapphire Reserve with the Chase Business Inc. Preferred. That's only a $95 annual fee, 3X travel. And then you compare it with whatever you want. You're still going to need a Priority Pass card. We had both the Amex Platinum and the Chase Sapphire Reserve. And that's kind of the two that people are like always trying to decide between. So this just makes it easy. We're just going to get rid of the Chase Sapphire Reserve. We'll keep the Amex Platinum, and we'll keep the Chase Business Inc. Preferred for the 3X travel. Yeah, and if they screw that one up, then we'll go to something else.
We'll find something else.
But that's the plan. So, yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to see like who's touting this card because, you know, all the people kind of get stuff for pitching these cards, and there's no, we do too, but I can't tell you a card that's terrible. I can't do it. So we just tell you what we think. It's going to be what it's going to be, right? So if you see people out there saying what an awesome update this is for Chase Sapphire Reserve, I would not take that too seriously. But yeah, it's just bad.
Yeah, it's a real bummer that they're going to do this. We have it on good authority that that's going to occur. So it's really a bummer that they're going to do that. But what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Find alternatives. Yeah.
Yeah. So Jack, you got the right combo already. If you have the Preferred and the Amex Platinum, that's all you need. That's all you need. Yep. It makes the decision like easy. Basically, you're going to need the Amex Platinum, the Chase Inc. Business Preferred, and the IHG. Those three, you're golden now. So, yeah, I don't know what Chase is doing.
I don't know. I feel like they're just, doing damage to themselves.
Yeah.
And it's not helpful really for anybody because I honestly don't really understand how this is even helpful to them that they're doing this. So, I don't know. It's kind of frustrating because, like you said, it's supposed to be, it's billed as a travel rewards card, essentially. And they've taken all of the benefits, essentially, away from that, all the travel benefits. So,
yeah, but there's always where there's one, door closes, another one opens. So get out your Chase Business Inc. Use that for the travel.
Yeah, and you'd be amazed at how much stuff you can claim as a business to get a Business Inc. card. It should be pretty easy. So.
Yep. All right. So I probably missed a lot of questions while we were ranting and getting phone calls. So if you made a question there, we may not have seen it. You can put it back in. I think that that covers all the Chase updates.
That's right.
Yeah.
They're blaming us for it.
Too many customers. It was a really good card. We've been using it for years and years and years. And so we were talking to someone, I might have been Linnell. Were we talking to you, Linnell, about that you definitely need more than 2 credit cards?
I think it was her.
Because that's the other thing that I didn't even think about. And now it's a new thought is you need more than 2 credit cards when you're traveling the world because for one thing, yes, you can have a fraud alert and you can have that shut down. You can have the card also, run out of your expiration date and then you can't use it. You can also have the card have a major change like this and you just want to cancel it. And then you cancel the card. And so, that's just another thing why you really need at least 2, preferably 3 credit cards because lots of things can happen where you won't have them anymore. Chase Sapphire Preferred. I don't think there's any changes for that one.
Yeah. So far, just the reserve.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Deborah, welcome. Robin Deb.
Oh, hey guys.
Yeah,
From Kuwait.
exactly. Let's see if there was any questions here. I know that we missed some.
Let's see.
Is it ever worth buying Marriott points? It could be. You just have to do the math on it. So generally, it's not worth Marriott points, but it could be depending on the redemption. Like IHG, it's like I've never seen it not be worth it. It's always cheaper with points if you're American and you have the credit card. But with Marriott, it's oftentimes, it's like 50-50. It might be better, it might not. So it just depends. Same with Hyatt. Sometimes it's better, sometimes it's not. Yvette is going on Amtrak the Crescent from Philly to Georgia. You will, are you in a roomette or a bedroom? You will have meal service on that.
Yeah, they don't usually tell you about it until you're on the train. Your attendant will come and greet you and give you all the information once you're actually on the train.
Yeah, Deborah wants to travel like us, want to do it with a partner. Well, you can come to one of the meetups.
That's right.
We have a lot of partners. We just had 52 people ended up being in Da Nang. A lot of them are in this chat right here. We are still in Vietnam, Jim. We are in Vietnam, but we have made bookings for Thailand.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, Gary, I still see the chase points having a ton of value. They're my favorite points. I just, if they're only going to give you 1x points for travel, I mean, it's not really so much about Chase as it is that card, because the Chase Business Inc., they're still going to give you 3x. So we're going to use that now for all of our purchases.
Yeah.
We were just using the Chase Sapphire Reserve because it was so easy. You know, think about it. Travel, dining, they were both 3x. It's like the best card for almost everything. Now, it's just kind of like we got to use different cards for different things. But Chase points, still great because they transfer to Hyatt.
Yep. They're pretty good. Also want to take a quick moment to, I don't know how many of you follow us on social media, but I did post on Facebook and on Instagram, which are the two main places we post stuff. My brother-in-law is in dire need of a kidney, and we need either O negative or O positive blood type. So if you are one of those two, go check out our posts on either Facebook or Instagram. It's also in the stories with links in it to find out more information. I've also put the link in the description to this video. If you are, if you would consider doing that. My sister, even, none of us are the same blood type with him. So none of us matches, and my sister just felt compelled to do something. So she actually donated her kidney to someone that we don't know because she wanted to do her part as well. So hopefully someone will do that for my brother-in-law. They've been married for 25 years. He's a super dad, and a really nice guy. And we really would like to keep him around for a lot longer. It's getting pretty challenging for him now, worse and worse. So we're starting to get a little bit desperate. So if anybody is an O negative or an O positive, please consider, and you're in good health, please consider donating a kidney. Everything's taken care of. Click the link below down in the description, and let's see if we can get him taken care of. He's actually was born the same year as Rob. They're both 52. So just hoping we can get that taken care of. So if the shoe fits, we would ask you to be a superhero and donate.
Yeah, he's a great guy. So, well said. Cherie is here.
Hey,
Let's
Cherie.
see.
Welcome.
There was a question on here. Oh, Tanya and Martin were asking, would you cancel the card or downgrade the card? What do you guys think about that? We generally downgrade it.
We have not canceled one yet. We keep talking about a couple of them that we want to cancel, but you hate to take that hit on your credit in case you want to get something. So we basically we've been hanging on to it. We haven't downgraded yet. What do you guys think? Have you guys downgraded? How did you like that process? Or have you canceled? And how did you like that process? And did it hurt your credit when you did that?
Yeah.
Share with us in the comments so we'll know what we should do. We're trying to figure out what to do with it because we're not going to keep it. We're not paying $795. Sorry, Chase.
No, that's just ridiculous. Yeah, Yvette, you will get a room, and you'll find out your attendant once you get there. You won't get any information before that.
You won't.
You'll get meals though.
Yeah, they'll take care of you once you get on the train.
Rob B is asking about our favorite wireless mics. We use the DJI.
The minis.
DJI Mini. They're very good.
Yeah, we do like them.
Let's see. Mario and Chris just visited Thailand. Loved it. We are going back. Very much love it.
I think everybody knows.
Let's see.
Yes, that's right, Ron. The IHG 100% bonus match is going on right now also, which you should take advantage of if you haven't already maxed out like me.
Yeah. What were you saying something about Facebook?
The post is on Facebook, and it's our posts from today, I think, either today or yesterday, on Facebook and also on Instagram. It's a picture, it's a black and white picture, and it basically, my sister looks like me, and her husband kind of looks like Rob, but he has a beard. So people look at the picture, and I had to tell people, this is not Rob and Allie, this is Dee and Richard, which is my sister and her husband.
I had a beard until a few minutes ago.
But you don't, thankfully, wear a beard all the time. I'm not a beard gal. It's an ongoing situation between us. When Rob lets his beard get a little bit crazy for 2 or 3 days, because it grows in like super fast.
Linnell says she's canceled cards, but never my oldest or highest limit.
Okay.
That's
good to know.
That's the problem for my Chase Sapphire.
Yeah.
It is probably my oldest and highest.
Yeah, that is a problem. I'm glad you mentioned that.
So
we hadn't considered that.
Probably downgrade that.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe it is better just downgrade it.
Yeah, because we can't. We're not going to pay that. That's crazy.
Yeah. HJ Dreams canceled one.
Yeah. Yeah, we do have a Facebook page. I think it's a page, right?
Yeah, it's just Grounded Life Travel. And it's got the little blue check mark with it. And it's the same picture on our original channel, which is Grounded Life Travel channel. It's just the two of us. And I think we're both wearing beanies maybe because we were in a mountaintop in Norway on that picture.
We do have Facebook too for ourselves, but I just want to let you know, I haven't checked mine in 4 years. So there's probably a lot of friend requests on there.
Well, we don't really add people to our personal pages because there are personal pages.
So I just wanted people to know if you are my friend and you.
But you are welcome to follow our Grounded Life Travel page on Facebook. I do post stuff on there, and if you're an Instagram person, you could do it there as well. It's the same thing on both of them.
That's a good question, Sue, for medical evacuation insurance. I mean, if you're traveling like we are, we get that through our health insurance. So, but you would probably want to get, I don't know, does Amex Platinum cover that? That would probably be the next biggest parallel card. I don't know what they all cover though.
Yeah, we've not had experience with MedJet, but I've heard people recommend it. But I don't know anyone who's had to use it. But I've heard MedJet recommended before, Bonnie.
A Discover card from the 80s. David has. Do you pay your bill on your Discover card with your Commodore 64 computer? We had a Commodore 64 from that wouldn't have been the 80s. That would have been 70s. 80s maybe. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Looks like some people have downgraded and it was not too bad.
Yeah, Dave, I did read something too about they're taking the 1.5 points away. Yeah, is that what you're saying? They changed it to 1.25.
Oh.
All the
yeah.
All of them are bad.
Boo.
Yeah, the business that you need to own is less than you would think. Like if you have an Etsy store or a YouTube channel,
Sell stuff on eBay,
that's a
have
business.
rental property, all kinds of stuff.
This is in relation to the Chase Sapphire Inc.
Business.
Business
Yeah.
Inc. Preferred. Get the one that's preferred. There's a link in the description because there's 4 Chase Inc. cards, but you want the one that's in the description because it's the only one where you get the points and you get the there's no foreign transaction fees. Some of the ink cards have transaction fees.
Yes, you do not want
Foreign
those.
ones do not get that one. So it's the preferred. There's a link in the description to that and the Amex Platinum, but not the Chase Sapphire Reserve anymore. We're taking that out of the links.
Goodbye, CSR.
Yeah. Amex will not allow Chase to have the higher annual fee. It's a competition now.
Gosh, I hope not.
That's pretty funny.
We'll see what happens. Maybe they won't do the same horrible downgrades of points and all that kind of stuff. That's terrible. And like, who wants DoorDash? Like, I could use DoorDash right now.
JC says like, Amex is gonna go to $9.95.
I will cry. Because we do get a lot of really good stuff actually with that platinum, with the Amex Platinum. I do like that. So
wait,
why did Alexa's
Rob,
interested
will you
in
buy a Nintendo Switch too? Which Rob are you talking to? There's several Robs in this chat. There's Deborah and Rob.
I think we both know she's talking to you. It sounds like someone wants a Nintendo Switch too.
Father Rob.
Father Rob.
Are you asking if I'll buy one for myself or for you to take back with you? Which is what I assume you're asking.
You'll probably get one when you're in Japan with us.
Yeah, you should just get one in Japan.
I'd get one in Japan if I were you. No taxes, and it'll probably be a little bit cheaper. Maybe we'll see. I don't know.
And it may play odd games. So it might play Japanese.
She did buy games when she was in Japan before. I don't know if they worked though. Did they work, Alexa? I don't know.
Let's see. Amex, I think Jeff Martindale is asking, favorite credit card video, Amex Gold and the IHG. Do you think the $325 fee on Amex is worth having the card? I do. If you're living in the States and you're buying your groceries and all your dining out, that's 4x on so much that it probably pays for your annual fee just by doing that. Especially if now that the Chase Sapphire Reserve really isn't an option in my mind. That was 3x on dining. The best one to replace the dining with, if you use a lot of dining, is the Amex Gold, because that's a 4x already. Let's see.
A clarification.
Yeah, Robert says he likes the Amex Platinum because you get gold status with Marriott and Hilton. That is one reason we like the Amex Platinum. Why we favor it is because you do get gold with Marriott and Hilton, and you wouldn't think that is worth much, but we've gotten so many upgrades just on that.
And just having gold on Marriott is crazy. It's actually been quite nice. We got a really nice upgrade in Siem Reap at the Courtyard there, which I know that doesn't sound like much, but Courtyard in Siem Reap is not your mama's Courtyard in the US. It's really nice. They gave us a really nice room with an extended balcony. It was amazing, and we just have gold there.
Plus, the Amex Platinum, you get elite status on all the rental car companies.
Yep.
And that's pretty valuable when you're renting cars. So.
Yeah, Robert says they got upgraded at the Hilton in Saigon. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, the upgrades are amazing once you get... As long as there's not people like Poverty to Paradise that get to Da Nang before you and take all the upgraded rooms. It's not bitter about that, though.
Linnell, your twin is upset with you. He's like, did Linnell take my upgrade?
They didn't say that when we checked in. They said, well, there was this YouTuber, Poverty to Paradise, that got her before you, and
She's way more famous.
We
than
gave
you.
her the upgrade. Now you can go in the city room. Maybe if you make some more videos, you'll get an upgrade next time. That's what they said.
Oh, David says, stop the family infighting. We apologize, David.
David, you were in our room, though. You saw the view. Did you
That's
see
right. He was in our room.
Did you see Linnell's view?
That's right. Linnell, not your mama's courtyard. I think I might have said that too in the video that I made about it. I can't remember.
Gotta be quicker. You do have to be quicker. Next time. Next time we're gonna release the city, but not the hotel until we get there. I'll teach everybody.
Oh my goodness. You guys are hilarious.
No, the hotel was great.
It was really nice. Actually, it ended up being good because we could see the fireworks from our room for the fireworks festival. Every hotel we've stayed at so far has given us a view of the fireworks. So that's worked out in our favor at least.
Cherie was in the room right next to us. But it wasn't like connecting rooms, which would have been interesting.
We actually had several people in a row from the group. It was us and Cherie and Jeff and Karen.
Gail Kelly.
Yeah.
We had the whole floor, our side.
Our side. The other side was like all families because they were the big family rooms.
What floor were you on, Gary? Everyone was in a higher room than you. You're on like floor 6.
What floor was he on? No, he was in the teens because I was in the elevator with him one day, but I can't remember what floor he got off on. I feel like it was the teens.
Robert Jackson had 2 single beds.
Okay, we'll stop complaining. We're not really complaining, you guys. It's all a joke. We never get really upset.
Feeling the brain says, make it a challenge. Just give people the country and the day, and they have to find us.
Yeah. Yeah, the competition yesterday was Canada versus China, and since we don't know what order they do it in, we just try to guess. And I'm almost 100% sure that the first show was done by China and the second one was done by Canada. We just guessed. I don't know if anyone was at the show and knew, but that was our guess. That China was that first show because it was longer and it was like insane. It was so beautiful. And then Canada's was a little bit shorter, or at least the second people who we think is Canada was a little bit shorter and not quite as impressive as the first one.
Yeah, that was kind of funny having so many people. I hope nobody was right below us. Nobody said they were. These guys were all right. David says Gary and Amy and them were all above each other.
Oh, okay. Gary says he was on 17 on Diamond Light.
Diamond Light. Dave wants to know if the Amex Platinum Personal is okay or only the Biz one. We have neither. We have the Personal.
The Personal, yeah.
And that's pretty. That's the one where we get a lot of status with. So, and you do get the Priority Pass.
Yeah.
Rental cars.
The rental car one is actually really good. Although we don't rent a ton of cars, it is nice. We got a double upgrade last time. They had upgraded us when we went to pick up the car when we were in the U.S. this last time. They upgraded us. And then he looked at it when he went to check me in and he said, I'm going to tack on another upgrade from here. Gave us a really nice car because we had it for the month. So he said, I'm going to give you something more comfortable. I was not mad.
Yeah. No, we still like Vietnam. We like it a lot. But we've been here a lot in the last year.
We already knew we liked Vietnam.
So we do like, we like this area. We're going to try out a couple more areas and see if we like those as much. It's a big country. A lot of places to check out. Because you basically got to check out Hanoi, Saigon, and all the things in the middle.
Yeah. This
And
is
then-
actually our first time to central Vietnam. We've been in the north in several cities and in the south. First time in central Vietnam, and it's quite nice. We like the beaches here are nice. We're going to check out a couple more beach towns also in the next few weeks, so it should be nice. We like it.
Ha Long Bay as well.
And we got the group meetup in Ha Long Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we did go to a movie the other day too.
Yes, we saw Mission Impossible. What was the name of it? Mission Impossible Reckoning?
Final Reckoning?
Final Reckoning?
What was the name?
I can't remember. Is it Final Reckoning? It was really good. It was a very good ending. I thought it was very cool and very nostalgic how they had, I mean, not to give anything away, but the opening scene, it's basically like going back to the very beginning. So it was kind of cool. And just how things tie together in the end. I thought it was really good.
Linnell says Vietnam is amazing. I could trade cruising for Da Nang, maybe. We do like Da Nang quite a bit.
We do. It's going into the rotation.
It's definitely
moving forward.
It's definitely in the rotation. But we are going back to Thailand too.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
And we're going to Japan.
Food in central Vietnam is quite good. No complaints from me. I'm here for the coffee. But I do enjoy the food, obviously. But the coffee is what I'm here for. That salted coffee. I drink that pretty much every day. And sometimes at tea time, I have a coconut coffee as well. And that's actually what's keeping me awake right now, is that I had a coconut coffee this afternoon with the afternoon tea time. Instead of a jasmine tea, which is normally what I would drink, I got a coconut coffee because I thought I gotta stay up later than normal. So a 3 o'clock coconut coffee was the right call.
Yeah. People are asking what we love about Vietnam so much. What did you guys that were here on the group meetup, what did you like about it? Put it in the chat for people.
Cherie's saying for sure the coffee. She agrees. I would miss it too if I were you. And coffee is more in a Saigon thing. It's a South Vietnam thing. They each have something a little bit different. The coffees are different in the different places that you go. Like in the north, it's more the Vietnamese coffee, although you can get it everywhere. That's the concentration there. In the central part here, it's the salted coffee and the coconut coffee. And then in the south, it is more the egg coffee. And they do coconut coffee there too, but the main one is the egg coffee. So it's kind of like by region, but still you can get all of them everywhere. Just like pho, it's not really a thing in the south. They eat more fish noodle soup. But it's more of a central and northern thing for actual pho with either beef or chicken for the most part. And they eat it essentially with fish, like fish noodles in the South. So it's a little bit different, you know, like in the US, there's different foods in different regions. Same thing in Vietnam.
Yeah, let me answer a couple questions here while people put what they liked about Vietnam. We can go over that then. Maria wants to know what cell service we are using. We use Air Allo. eSIM. There is a link in the description. And we also use Tello. We use Air Allo for our data, and we use Tello for a US number.
Yes. Which works out really well because with Tello, we could do free Wi-Fi calling, which is really great because then I don't have to turn the service on when I'm trying to get a code or anything. I can just, I have it on all the time when the phone is on. I have it, you know, on. Otherwise, we're just using data throughout the city with the Air Allo.
Yeah, I think the general consensus is the people in Vietnam are amazing. Yeah, that's just true. Feeling the Brain says, I've heard they're even nicer than the folks in Thailand. I don't know if I'd go that far.
For us personally.
They're both
close.
It's like,
but not quite.
It's almost incomparable. It's so far off the scale. They're both so far off the scale to what we're used to at home that like, if you spend 6 months in Thailand and Vietnam and then you'll go home to the US, you're just like, why is everybody so mean? Like, why are they yelling at me?
That was us the second we set foot in LAX off our plane from Bangkok. We were like, what have we done? We had to get acclimated to being back in the US. Reverse culture shock is a real thing. And we had been gone for 14 months, so it caught up to us super quick.
Linnell says the massages is a reason to come to Vietnam.
This is true.
Yeah, we got hooked over there on that place.
Yeah.
They were nice. They're different than in Thailand a little bit. Thailand is more of a, when you get the foot massage in Thailand, it's more of a whole body experience. But in Vietnam, they use the hot stones.
Which I love.
They don't do that in Thailand.
Oh, those hot stones were amazing. I'm going to tell my friend about it. See if she'll do it in her shop.
In Thailand, they use the stick. Which
it doesn't sound very
can be good, can be painful. Mostly good.
Oh no, Linnell got yelled at by a bus driver in Barcelona. She was ready to come back to Vietnam.
That scans, yeah.
That sounds about right. It's tough.
Is it
We're back. Okay.
Are we still back?
I got off the Wi-Fi.
Let us know if we're still back. We have been
should do it.
having Wi-Fi trouble.
Probably can't stay on for a long time now that I turned the Wi-Fi on.
Well, I think now we're not back again. Unfrozen. All right,
Unfrozen?
Are we back now
Ted
for
says
real?
we're unfrozen. Okay,
All right,
we're back.
We're back. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Philly.
Okay.
Or the brain.
Still back. Okay.
All right, good. We're all back.
Okay.
Now we're on that Air Allo data plan.
Let's see how it does.
Let's see how long that lasts. This is testing out Air Allo.
That's right.
I don't remember what we were talking about. Someone was asking about the food in Southeast Asia.
What about it?
If you're not a seafood lover.
Oh, there's plenty of food.
I didn't eat seafood at all.
Yeah, Rob doesn't eat seafood at all. And the thing is too that it's not just the local food. Like we live here essentially, and we eat the local food, but there's also so many other choices too. Not just like American style food. There's European food. There's food from all over the place. Other Asian cuisines as well. So there's lots of stuff to choose from. You don't have to have just, one type. I mean, there's people obviously that have seafood allergies or they just don't like it, and that's okay. There's tons of things to choose from, lots of options. I mean, we have a friend who's gluten-free. Sometimes that can be a challenge, but they always find something to eat everywhere that they go. So there are options. You just have to, you'll be a little bit more restricted in your choices, but there are options everywhere that we've gone. We haven't been anywhere ever that we couldn't find options that worked for us. So
yeah, I was talking about this with someone yesterday and talking about when we went back to the US the last time. And one of the things I love about being here is that you can do whatever you want and it doesn't feel like it's ridiculous. I felt like when we were back in the States, no matter what we did, it felt like they were charging us 4 times more than I remembered. And it was like, it had gotten so bad that we went to a baseball game in Seattle and I was like, oh, the food at the ballpark is actually reasonably priced because it was actually less than the food outside. And it used to be the ballpark food
was
outrageous and everything else was just normal.
We were like, oh, this is cheaper than eating outside the stadium.
Yeah. And now it's everything you do in normal life is so expensive that it's actually ballpark food at Yankee Stadium seems reasonable now. It's so upside down. And even taking an Uber or just anything that you would want to do, it's well, here's a $4.95 fee, here's a $2.95 fee. And it's it's just no matter what you do, it's $37.
Yeah.
And
per person.
That is just almost like to go to the movies. What $105 for 4 people to go to the movies?
Yeah. It's kind of like Cherie was saying earlier in her comment that you can do things everything is so inexpensive that you can do things that you can't do as many of at home, like spa treatments or like you said, going to the movies. I mean, we go to the movies here, get the premium seats, and we get, popcorn, like 2 different flavors of popcorn and maybe like a water or a soda, depending on where we are. And we're still paying less than $30 for both of us. And that's for like the expensive seats. So it's crazy to me because you can't even do that for just a ticket, let alone including a big tub of popcorn to share and a soda. I mean,
Linnell was looking it up with us when we were here. I think it was like $11. The tickets were, how much were the tickets? You remember, Linnell?
I want to say they were like $6.50.
We were looking up it was $4 for the movie ticket, and it might have been like $5 for the popcorn and drink or something.
Yeah.
But it was like, all the prices here are less than like what we used to have like in the 90s. So it's like you've gone back 20 years.
Yeah. You can actually go to the movies, which is crazy.
Yeah. So it was kind of crazy. Yeah, there's different popcorn flavors. You can mix and match them.
Yeah.
2, at least 2. Yeah. Angela is in New York. Whew, new fees.
Ooh, man. Oh,
yeah, we were in New York last year. That is
tough. Yeah, we were in New York last year. We actually took our son there for a little vacation. We took the train from Chicago to New York, and boy.
Oh my gosh, we ordered room service one night.
You guys. Yeah. Rob almost passed out when it was time to pay the bill.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
Jade explores 2 my hairdresser appointments canceled.
Wow.
$300.
Wow, that's crazy.
I know some guys went to the barbershop here. How much did you pay at the barbershop? I think it was not much.
You have to have a subscription in order to schedule an appointment a month in advance. That's wild. Now I've heard it all. I thought it was bad that they were trying to get me to tip at like the self-checkout at places in the US, but this one is a new one. That's insane.
Hey, you don't drink the water here. They, like the hotel, they give you these. They give us as many of these as we want. I think they gave us like 9 of them today.
Yeah. They kept bringing them. We're like, okay. I guess they want us to stay hydrated, so we shall.
We got a lot of Aquafinas here. So, yeah, the water's not a problem. Does the constant car honking give you a headache? No, you do get used to the honking.
Here in Da Nang, there's not much honking. If you're in Saigon or Hanoi, it's a constant little string of sounds. Like at some point you just kind of block it out and you forget that they are honking.
Yeah. Let's see. Robert got a $3 haircut. David got a $5 haircut. Fancy haircut.
That's right. Retired Left Mexico says the question they get all the time is, but can the locals afford it? Yeah, we go to all these things and there's locals at all of the things that we're at. There's locals at the massage place. There's locals at the movie theater. And it's like kids too is the crazy part. We'll be in like, even if I go get like, which I rarely do, especially here, they had a special coffee that in Starbucks, like a special Vietnam one. And I wanted to try it. So I went and the Starbucks was packed to the gills of young Vietnamese kids. And I was like, okay. Now, granted, it's like almost $2 cheaper to buy Starbucks here. Every drink, you can't get a drink that's over $5 here. Like I get a venti for less than $5 at Starbucks here. I didn't, but I just wanted to get a tall. And it was like $3 something for that. So yes, they can afford it.
Yeah, the honking in Hanoi, Sri says, is like white noise.
It's, yeah.
It's funny.
You do kind of blank it out at some point. I know I did.
Let's see. Annelle says she's never going to a ship spa again because of the prices.
I remember one time she was on one of our lives while she was getting a treatment, weren't you, Linnell? You were on one of our lives while you were getting a treatment on the ship, and we were like, you're getting a treatment on the ship? Are you crazy? Now you know why we say that. Unless it's free, don't do it.
Yes, Brown-Eyed Girl, we will be here next week, but we'll be in a different city.
We're changing to a different beach town.
But we'll be here. Yeah. Yeah, the honking is helpful. It's kind of like a friendly honk.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense once you've been here for, if you ride in the cars a few times, even if you're only here for a week, you ride in the cars a few times, you kind of understand, what they're doing and why. And this is why we don't drive in these places, because it's like they have a whole system that works. And I know this happens a lot in Bali because everybody wants to drive their own motorbike in Bali. Well, guess what? 9 out of 10 of those accidents are with foreigners because they don't know the system. The Balinese people are driving around and they all know what's happening. But the foreigners, the kids come over there and they want to get the bikes and they want to be cool and drive around Bali, and then they get into accidents and it's a whole mess.
Hey, William, welcome. I'm sorry to hear you're blowing all your points at substandard hotels.
By the way, Loki says hi to you and Linda, and also to Bill, who is not on here.
Yeah, Loki in the lounge is great.
He is sweet as pie.
Thank you, Ted. We appreciate that very much.
Yeah, we're hoping
Thank
to
you
go
so
see that new John Wick movie, Ballerina. I think we might go see that, Ted. So thank you.
Yeah, we're going to go see that. And we're going to get the 2 flavored popcorn.
That's right. We're going to go crazy.
They have the top row of the theater is like lovers seats or something.
I forget what they called them.
It's like the whole theater's like regular
sweet box. It's called the sweet box.
But it's SWEET box.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's like
sweet. Yeah.
It's like
box.
a couch.
Yeah.
We didn't know that.
We didn't know that's what we were getting, but obviously we were okay with squeezing into a little,
and there was all like teenage couples up there and us. It was kind of funny.
Yeah, the kids in the lounge were asking me how I liked Mission Impossible. And then I was asking them to help me get on the website because I was having trouble accessing it with my VPN and without my VPN. They didn't want me to see what time the Ballerina movie was on, and the kids were helping me figure it out on their phones, and they were like, ooh, this John Wick movie sounds good. They're like, yeah, tell me how it is. I thought that was cute.
Yeah. So we're going to try another one soon.
All right, friends. I
Wow.
think we got to the end of the line now.
I think we have hit all the questions. Let's see who's leading the contest.
Okay.
Ted LaSilva is in first, Linnell is in second, and Monica is in third. Wow. We don't know how that's scored, but
That's right.
congratulations to all the people in the lead.
Congratulations. We'll see. We'll do a little bit more digging and see if we can figure out what in the world, what's the system, how the ranking works. Maybe next week we'll give you an update.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the big changes were credit cards, so
Yes.
it's on the beginning of this if you want to see that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Links down below if you want to check those out if you're thinking of switching.
It's midnight here. Yeah.
Yes, it is now midnight.
So don't forget.
And my coconut coffee is wearing off.
Yeah. Next week, we'll be here.
Yeah, we'll still be in Vietnam. We're just flying to a nearby city.
Dave, no, there's no easy way to check for a lounge. In fact, the only way you can do it is by individually searching the hotels and then not using points. You have to search the cash rate, and it'll say in the room list if it's got lounge access rooms available. They'll be listed in there. That's really the only way you can see it, because they don't even really list them in the hotel amenities all the time. So you just have to see if they have selling rooms that have lounge access, which is a real pain. But after you kind of figure out what ones they're normally in, you'll figure it out. But yeah, we should put a list together of that in Southeast Asia.
We should see if we could do that one of these days.
Maybe we'll work on that.
Work on it along with all the other things.
All right. Well, everybody have a great week. Have a great Father's Day. And we will see you next week from a new location.
That's right. I hope you guys have a great day and a great week. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.